Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about what happens when you stay at a job. You know, what it's like to be stuck at the job. I want to share a story with you about a friend of mine who was with a company for almost 40 years, I think. And he started when he was just a teenager. It was a local company, and he worked with the owner, and he worked his way up through the company. And when he had a young family, he had a medical emergency with the family. And the owner said, "Don't worry, we'll take care of everything. Go deal with your family. Everything else will be taken care of." And he never forgot this. He never forgot the how the owner stepped up and he promised that he'd be loyal to him, and he was. He when the old man retired, second generation came in. He stayed there. He worked with the second generation, and helped this company to succeed and grow. And then the second generation decided it was time to retire and pass it on to the third generation. And as soon as the third generation came in, they were like, "No, we don't want you here." And the reason being was that, he knew what he was talking about. And the third generation didn't want to hear his advice. They thought they knew better. They thought that this was the way it was going to be. And everything that they wanted to do was things they couldn't really do. And he knew it. And he knew that, hey, look, you can't get away with doing that, or you can't do this. You have to do these things first. And, third generation didn't like that fact that they were being told. So what they do, they started forcing him to retire. They basically said, you've been with the company X amount of time. It's time for you to retire. So, we're going to bring in somebody to learn your job, and you're going to teach them, and then you're going to retire. Now, that was kind of low as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't ready to retire. He still had a lot left to share and to give. But when somebody says they're not going to listen, they don't want the advice, what do? Right? So maybe you in that same situation, or maybe somebody like that, somebody who's, worked for a company for a long time. Maybe you have, right? And you're thinking, I've been loyal to the company. The company's going to be loyal to me. Well, I got news for you. In today's day and age, it just isn't going to happen. I don't believe that anymore. I mean, when we were young, we were told, get a good job, first go to school, get a good job, work hard, stay loyal to the company, and you'll be taken care of for the rest of your life. Well, unfortunately, as things have changed so much, that's just not going to happen. So that's why I really believe that people need to have a side hustle, why people need to find something that's going to help them succeed in case of an emergency, in case of the day when the boss says, "You know what, it's time to retire," or, "We're letting you go," or they show up to work and the door's been locked. I mean, there's so many things happening in the world right now. We see it in the news all the time. So, you got to find a program that works for you. You want to find something where you go, this is cool, right? Something that you can work part-time and build up to. Something like the program that I'm involved with the Legacy program. It's a program that teaches you how to build an automated online business working 2 hours a day. I love that it's automated. So once you get the system all set up in the background, it's working 24/7. So whether you're at work, you're out with the family, you're sleeping, that system is working and people are seeing what you've got out there. So it's really important. So one of the things you want to make sure of is you do have automation, because that is definitely the way to go now. I love the fact that we have a community of over 50,000 people who are following this exact same blueprint. They're following this plan, and it's showing them exactly what they need to do in that 2 hours to be successful. Now, if you're willing to follow a program and do what others do, this could be what you're looking for. Another thing I really like about this program is that it's 100% commission based. Now, I used to be in the MLM and network marketing industry. And the most I could ever make in that industry was between 25 and 50%. Now, if I didn't buy products and if my team wasn't working enough, then part of that money went upline. And that used to really bug me, because I worked hard and, I worked with my team and tried to help them the best I could. But here, there is no team. There is no upline, no downline. There's nobody to worry about. It's going to stop you from being successful. Another thing is, there are no products to buy every month. In network marketing, you always had to buy products every single month in order to make your money. Some of the products were awesome. I was still taking products to these days. But the problem was, if you didn't have the products, you weren't making the money, you weren't making the profit. So It's really nice to know that with digital marketing, there is no monthly, right? And with the 100% commission, when you sell the products, you make 100% of that, which is really, really nice. It's something that really encouraged me to follow this program. Now, look, guys, if you want to learn more about this program, it's really simple. All you need to do is click the link in my bio, watch a couple of videos, make sure that you get the 10K and 30-day blueprint that's going to be emailed to you, and make a decision. Then get started, okay? It's really that simple. Once you see everything, you're going to get excited and you're going to realize this is the right opportunity. Don't wait it any longer, okay? Make sure that you click the links, you watch the videos, and you get your 10K and 30-day blueprint, and then you get started right away. I hope that you found this interesting, guys, and I look forward to talking with you again very, very soon. Have an awesome day.